like your phone. Far away. Far away. Far away. Far away. Okay, fix it. Perfect. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. Hello! Welcome all my lovely goblins and ghouls of the unit. I am on your demonic cinephile. And we continue our journey into the world of Hinamizawa. Tonight. The BGM sounds really loud. They're really loud for you guys. There we go. A little bit better. A little bit better. Yeah, but how's everybody's day going so far? Or at the end of the day. Or beginning of the day. Wherever you may be. Yeah, but tonight we are going back into the third act of Higurashi, the curse killing. And I try to remember how does this arc go in terms of progression? It's been so long since I watched the anime and read the manga. I think we still have like like 2 or 3 hours of happiness and fun times before the depression starts to kick in. Huh. Should I add a tag on the stream about I know, some content warning for this? I mean, it's Higurashi. Most people who know about it know it's kind of messed up, but it is just kind of icky. Like in this arc, in certain spots. I don't know. I am a firm believer that some people need to watch some effed up things sometimes, but I don't want to make some people feel really uncomfortable and upset, and they just jump in. I'm not sure. We'll leave up to be for now. We still have some time before any of that junk happens. But before we do any of that, I do want to quickly do a little reaction to the new. What's it new? Where is it? Oh yeah, the new sneak peek for Chucky Season 3 dropped, and oh boy, it already looks weird and dumb. Which is awesome because that's kind of what Chucky is, but it's also bad because that's what Season 2 was, and I kind of hated Season 2. I loved it. It's fun. It was fun and it's fine, but turns out compared to Season 1, it's kind of just bad. Yeah, let's move on to that screen real quick. There we go. Make sure the desktop audio's working and going. There we go. And one quick second, I want to get a chat up on the old phones for a quick moment while we do this part. Again, I don't normally look at chat on the phone. Chat on the phone tells us how many viewers there are. And that. Okay, I turn it off. No, I can't turn it off. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but I want to look. Let's watch this thing real quick. Then we'll jump into the game/novel. Oh boy, this is. It already looks kind of funny. Enter. Okay, there you go. Joe Blow or sci-fi? Let's go sci-fi. We take you to... Let's see what it does.
And now, we take you to Hackensack, New Jersey for a special announcement.
Okay.
Who made this podium so fucking tall? I'm here to announce to you, dipshits, that season 3 of my show, Chucky, will return on October 4th. And I will not rest until every single
Sooner than later.
You fuckers watch it. Now ask me some questions.
Chucky, what is this season about?
All I'll say is DC is gonna get chucked up.
With so much content out there, where can we watch the new
I'm
season?
too big for only one platform, so my show's running on 3. USA,
Oh.
Sci-Fi, and Peacock. Next.
Oh, Peacock? Okay.
Will Devon Sawa be returning as a new character?
Who? Next question.
How about
Okay,
Jennifer
that's funny.
Tilly? Will she be back?
Yes, you know, she always comes back.
Right here, Chucky, 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 Chucky.
What's your response to critics that say there have been way too many doll movies recently?
I'd say this is not a movie. I already did 7 movies. This is a TV show.
I'm sorry, Chucky, I
What
didn't mean to offend
kind
you.
of a shitty question is that? I'm coming for you, fuckwad.
Oh no. Run! Okay. Okay, looks.
Subscribe, damn it. I'll be back. I always come back, and so should you, you moron.
No, I will not subscribe to sci-fi. But I will give the video a like. Okay, that was fun. So the new season's gonna be set in DC. It's still gonna be kind of silly, which, you know, it's a double-edged sword for Chucky. Devon Sawa might come back. Who knows? Okay, it was fun. Looks cool. It might. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad or not, but we will see. I just want them to take it a little bit more seriously. But alright, now that that is over, let's start the show. Okay. Let's have body on and boop, boop. Okay, it's not popping up for you guys. It only does that. Give me a minute. There we go. Hello, Neko. How you doing tonight? Okay. Yeah, tonight we're reading more Higurashi. How are you? I am doing fine. I had an A-okay. I went to the dentist this morning, so my teeth are a bit hurting, but they're doing okay. So make sure the BGM is off. It wasn't that bad. It was only bad part is that once they got the sedatives in me, I was falling asleep in the chair, so I couldn't really talk to them when they needed me to. We looked at the extra last time, right? Tips? Any tips? Oh, just the one with Sadako and her traps. Ugh. This series gives me PTSD every time I hear cicadas crying. Alright, so last time we were here, I think we ended right after the bento box court battle. So it should be them leaving the school. So we still have some cool, fun, silly times with the club game before all the drama starts happening. Do I want to load this? Of course. I pulled it up, did I not? Yeah. Alright. Got some calm music going. In the end, my selfish request was readily granted. Let's make sure this is going. Okay, yes, it's on. Let's make. Sadako muttered complaints under her breath, quite merrily. She came with me to the store. Rika-chan didn't come with us. She said that she had a thing she wanted to do, or something. I believed her when she told me, but when I really thought about it, I started to think maybe she was being considerate towards Sadako in her own way. Without Rika-chan here, Sadako was prouder and more... Sadako was prouder and more loquacious than ever.
いいですこと?
You understand what?
スーパーというものにはタイムサービスというものがあるんですのよ。
Yeah, it must be all in those small town
もちろん
markets.
百戦錬磨の主婦の皆様もそれを熟知していて、こうしてサービスタイムが近づいてくると。
Did it again. Then turn down the game just a bit. And I skipped that log. Oh, I accidentally skipped that much dialogue. Okay. Do you understand? Supermarkets will put things on sale when it gets near closing time. For example, you can't have a stir fry without some pork, and if you wait a little longer, it'd be marked half off. They can't sell meat or fish once it's not fresh anymore. So they make it all cheaper in a last-ditch effort not to have anything left over. Of course, every veteran housewife is familiar with this concept. And when you get close to a happy hour like we are now... And I wasn't really listening to her. But she was telling me all this quite proudly. Every time I seemed surprised at something, or made an affirmative grunt in place of conversation, Sadako would say, You don't know anything, do you, Keiichi-san? And smile very happily, in spite of her complaints. She led me by the hand to all sorts of stalls, one after the other. She was in such a supreme mood, that just being with her cheered me up. Merely being pulled into Sadako's pace was a lot of fun. I did it again. There we go. Let's use the keypad.
おい、どうせならこっちのお得用パックにしようぜ。お、こっちのチーズ入りにもかなり惹かれるものが。
ケイイチさんは経済観念が欠落しすぎですわ。ご覧なさいませ。予算オーバー。
It's over our budget.
お金が足りないのですわよ。
Sadako pushed a handful of receipts in my face. Why can't Sadako do these kind of mental calculations when she's at school?
くそー。
Drat.
ノーマルは腹いっぱいたくさん買うか、ワンランク上のチーズ入りをつつましく買うか。これはかなり悩む。
おとなしく量を取りなさいませ。年頃の男の方は質より量を取った方が賢明でしたよ。
That is true. Sometimes the better is more than no more. I was trying to say it there.
チェ、サトコは厳しすぎだよ。質も量も両方取りたい。この男心がなぜわからん。
If you can balance both, you go for it.
男心でお財布は膨らみませんのよ。まったく。未練がましくガラスに貼り付かないんですの。
After enjoying ourselves in such an exchange, we started to hear energetic voices coming from over the butcher we visited earlier. I could see a handful of housewives flooding the place.
いけませんわ。早く行かないと半額豚肉がなくなってしまいますわ。
Oh no!
あいてててててて。
Get the pork!
引っ張るな。襟首を引っ張るな。
Shut up, boy! You gotta go get the pork. Sadako really seemed like she was having fun. She looked like a kid who had grabbed her family's hand while running towards an amusement park attraction. In the end, the bag of pork we obtained was so normal that it almost hurt. But I knew it would taste absolutely delicious. Outside, at some point, the cicadas had been replaced by the Higurashi's chorus. The air was so clear, and it felt so good. Our silhouettes stretching out on the ground made for a really wonderful picture. We had filled our bicycles' baskets to the brim with our shopping bags. They only contain ingredients and various other foodstuffs. Even so, every last thing packed in them sort of looked really happy, and made me feel really happy in return.
夕食の買い物ってのもおつなものだな。晩飯が楽しみになるっていうか、待ち遠しくなるっていうか。
それもまた自炊の楽しみでしたよ。
It is.
お買い物のうちからもう夕食は始まっているんですもの。
野菜炒め楽しみだな。うちのお袋のメニューにはさ、野菜炒めってないんだよ。だから中華屋で外食するときくらいにしか食べられないんで、今日は本当に楽しみなんだよ。
それはお気の毒でございますけど。
What's that face she's making?
では今日は特別に美味しいのをご披露して差し上げましたよ。
Aww. Normally, right about now, was the time I would start messing with her. But, I didn't.
ああ、さとこならきっとうまい野菜炒めを作ってくれる。
Sadako's a little cook, is she not? I think all the girls are. Keiji's just the odd one out. She stammered for a second. Sadako had been prepared for me to start making fun of her right then, too, and when it didn't come, she was surprised. Or maybe she stammered for some other reason, I don't know. But I merely knew she wasn't feeling anything bad.
とびきり美味しいのをごちそうしましたよ。楽しみにして遊ばせ。
We look forward to it. As Sadako and I rode back on our bikes, I had a thought. Was I this sort of person? I know now I would have lashed back at Sadako right away if she did something to me. Yeah, that was the kind of relationship we had. We would poke at each other a little, then kick up a storm while nitpicking at one another. At some point, that had changed. We weren't playing our usual tit-for-tat. I didn't provoke her, so we didn't fight. That went for Satoko too. Satoko, who I thought I knew, hadn't been like this until now. Our relationship was changing, little by little. That's what it felt like. But it wasn't something I had to worry about. It was like her relationship had become a little bit happier, a little bit more charming. I wonder why we changed like that. She was lonely and projecting her older brother Satoshi, who hadn't returned home, onto me. Rika-chan told me about that yesterday. That was probably exactly it. So, as my actions drew closer to Satoshi's, Sadako was returning to how she had been when she was living happily with her brother. In other words, this was Satoko. This Satoko was the real Satoko. Satoko had been able to see her brother again, and finally gone back to normal. Now that I've been playing the role of her brother, I discovered that she really could smile so sweetly. But I wasn't Satoshi Hojo. I was Keiichi Marabara. Totally different person. I couldn't become her brother. I could come close, but I could never really get there. That was vaguely, somehow, a little sad. I was wearing Satoshi's mantle, and that would have to come off one day. And that would doubtlessly put an end to this merger. No, this meager, nostalgic, peaceful time of Satoko's life. A limited tranquility. A tranquility that would end one day. Putting in those terms, it really was sad. I shook my head firmly and drove off those pointless thoughts.
どうしましたの、ケイチさん。
ごめん、なんでもないよ。
なんでもないならそんな変なことしないでくださいませね。何か悪いものでも食べたんじゃないかと不安になってしまいますわ。
へいへい、ごめんよ、サトコ。
Nagging like always, but she still seemed really happy. That mood of hers drew me in, putting a smile on my face. Hey, Keiichi Marabara, why don't we quit thinking about this having to end one day? If it will, just think about it when that happens. There's one thing, however, that I could say for sure. No, it's like, I need to put this up here. Okay. As long as I smile like this, Satoko's own smile would never wane. As long as I stayed this way, this tranquility would never end. Satoshi would come back one day. That might happen a lot further away than I like, but until that day, what's wrong with me being a replacement for him? Saying that I am not her real brother, so I can't become Satoshi. That was just an excuse. If I just didn't run away, Satoko would stay happy and live in a fun life of annoyed nitpicking. I don't know what happened to Satoshi, or what made him abandon Satoko and run away, but seeing Satoko in such a good mood made me think I could preserve as long as I needed to. So this is what I thought. I wouldn't become Satoshi. I would become a replacement brother.
そうそう。
This is it.
こういう野菜炒めを期待してたんだよ。うまい。実にうまい。
Homemade stir fry is pretty amazing.
この塩コショウ味のお汁がいいんだよな。実にご飯が進む。
ほらほら、ゲイチさん。こぼしてますわよ。
Sorry,
そん
Satoko.
なに焦って食べなくてもご飯は逃げませんのよ。
But it might run away.
いや、逃げるぞ。 出来たてほやほやの
That's what I
最高の
said.
味はできた瞬間からどんどん逃げていくんだ。サトコが100美味しく作ったものなら、俺はその100を丸々味わう義務がある。それがクーガーのマナーってもんだ。
He's not
それ
exactly
はお
wrong.
気持ちだけで十分ですわ。ですからもっと落ち着いてご飯をお食べなさいませ。
Okay.
そうだな。悪い悪い。
No insults there. I immediately scratched my head, then put down my chopsticks and laughed along with her, like it was funny. I ended up doing most of the eating. Satoko was barely taking a bite. She seemed satisfied just by watching me enjoy the food so much. Whenever I filled my mouth with more of her delicious meal, Satoko looked glad. That let me enjoy the food even more. In this way, she kept smiling happily the whole time. Looking at her made me really happy as well. The time passed, softly and gently, before I would have gone back and forth, hurling insults with Satoko. In other words, we would have gotten into a fight right away. But I never knew I could feel such peace of mind by talking to her honestly like this. I was a little bit happy about having discovered this new side of Satoko. For example, I was eating food that Satoko had made. There wasn't an inch of me that thought it was suspicious. Before, however, Satoko had definitely put some sort of trap into this.
がっつきすぎた。ちょっとトイレに行ってくるぞ。
Ah, rude.
ちょっとケイチさん、お食事の最中におトイレに行くのはマナー違反ですわよ。
No. No. Let me. I'm gonna take a quick little break, okay? This will come back in like 2 minutes, okay? All right. Give me a 1, 2, back.
じゃあなんて言えばいいんだ？接近か？川屋か？お便所か？やかん？たらい？さとこ！
ほらねほらね、そろそろ引っかかってくれる頃だと思いましたわ。
まったくこいつはちょっと気を許すとこれだもんな。
あら、あれは電話の音ではありませんの？こんな夜更けに誰でございましょう？
え？あ、本当だ。 もしもし。はい、前原です。
もしもし、ケイチ、お母さんだけど。
あ、なんだ、母さんか。何こんな時間に。
その様子だと特にトラブルもなく生活できてるみたいね。母さん、ケイチがご飯を作れなくてひもじくて寝込んでるんじゃないかと心配してたわ。
まあね、なんとかおかげで。
ご飯はちゃんと作れてる？今夜は何を食べたの？
へへ、野菜炒めとご飯と味噌汁だよ。スーパーでいろいろとお惣菜を買ったから、何気におかずも豊富でさ。そうそう、聞いてよ。豚肉なんかちゃんとタイムサービスを利用して半額で買ったんだぜ。へへ、主婦の知恵っていうのかな。それから。
そう、しっかりやれていて母さん本当に安心したわ。そうそう、それでね、お父さんとお母さんの仕事がなんとか終わったの。明日の昼か夜には帰れると思うから。
あ、そうなんだ。
二晩よく頑張ったわね。こっちも二晩ほとんど徹夜でね。大変だったけど、なんとか先生のイベントは穴を開けずに済みそうよ。
うん、よかったね。お疲れ。
ケイチさんのご両親からですの？
ああ、明日には帰ってくるってさ。
あら、それは良かったですわね。明日のお夕食の面倒はもう見なくていいわけでございますものね。家族で水入らずの食卓を囲みなさいませ。
そんなことないよ。また明日からまた無味乾燥な食卓かと思うとなんだか寂しいよ。
何を贅沢言ってますの。家族みんなで囲む食卓が一番楽しいに決まってますわ。私も昨日今日と2日間でしたけど、とても楽しいお夕食を取らせていただきましたわ。
ならさ、今度は俺から聡子の家に遊びに行くよ。
うちは狭くて汚いですわよ。お台所もこんなに立派ではありませんし。
俺は別に気にしないぜ。でもま、聡子が嫌なら遠慮してもいいよ。 れに俺聡子にはまだまだいろいろと教えてもらわないとな。ようやく炊飯器の使い方と味噌汁の作り方を覚えた程度だし。
それもそうですわね。これを機会に圭一さんにお料理をお勉強してもらうのもいいかもしれませんわね。
じゃあ学校の近くまで送ってやるよ。あそこまで行けば結構街灯とかあるから大丈夫だろ。
本当に大丈夫なんですのよ。悪い人が現れても指一本で撃退してみせますわ。
聡子、ごちゃごちゃ言うな。
にいに。け圭一さんが兄みたいに見えただけですわ。今の言い方全然違うけど、どこか雰囲気が似てましたもので、つい。
I just realized that the microphone was muted.
You've been muted.
Yeah. It's fine. This kind of sucks because. But how long were we doing that? A couple minutes. It would be one of my streams if I did flub up on something. It would not. It would not. It would not. It's fine though. Oh. It's fine. We'll we'll fix that later. Maybe. I have no time to fix it. Let's keep going. So, since I'm here, I'll play the part. And not with a guilty conscience, but in a very natural way. Because, was there something wrong with seeing Satoko smile so happily?
なんですの、ケイイチさん。さっきからずーっとニヤニヤしてますのね。
俺が嬉しそうな顔をしてるとおかしいかな。
別におかしくはありませんけど、その。
The sound of the motor on her bike light was too loud, and I couldn't hear what Satoko said.
What?
Oh, why would you do this, CG?
何？なんて言った？
Nothing. Oh, what's this song? Sunrise. Oh, that's cute.
本当にどこまでもニーニーに似てますのね。ケイイチさん。
そっか？
That's right.
もちろん本当のニーニーとは全然違うんですけども、こういろいろそういうところが似てますの。本当に不思議ですわね。
似ているとニーニーを思い出して寂しくなるか？
Once I said that, I thought for a moment that was absolutely the wrong thing to say. But Sadako didn't seem to mind one bit.
別に寂しくなんかありませんわ。こうしてケイイチさんがニーニーの代わりになってくれますしね。その。
As I was flustered for a moment at her hitting the mark, Satoko suddenly asked me a question in a calm voice. It was very quiet, composed, and adult question.
リカですの？
What? It was quiet, but her voice sounded lonely somehow.
リカがニーニーの代わりになってくれってケイイチさんにお願いしたんじゃありませんの？
そう思うのか？
気を悪くしないでくださいませね。リカって私には変に気を使うんですの。私はそんなに気にしていないのに。
I could say for sure that at least was a lie. Yesterday and today, Sadako had been so happy spending time like this with me as a sibling. With me as siblings. And that was proof itself that she was lying about it not getting to her. So I gave Sadako a light poke in the head.
考えすぎだよ、バカ。俺は俺、前原圭一だ。お前のニーニーの北条聡じゃない。
そんなのは分かってますわ。
Despite her saying that, her expression seemed a little lonesome. At this point, Sadako herself had realized that her question had been the wrong thing to say. We didn't need to keep talking about something that Sadako regretted. So in order to cut the conversation short, I grabbed Sadako's head and pet her.
そんなくだらない話はもういいだろう。もう遅いから、とっとと帰って歯を磨いて寝ろ。ついでだから、寝る前にうがいもしとけ。
Aww.
風邪の予防になっていいぞ。
それを言ったらニーニーもですわよ。ちゃんと歯を磨くんですのよ。
I will remember.
うがいもしてお手洗いも済ませて明日の教科書を準備してそれから。
And I wonder what kind of sibling Sadako and Satoshi were. I never seen them together, but I could say without a doubt that they were really close. As for the way in which they were close, it was probably quite like this. It was so cool that day's heat seemed like a lie. Yet the moonlight was somehow faintly warm. The quiet chorus of the insects were pleading to the ears. Ah! This is a wholesome, sweet chapter. I can't believe I had the microphone muted so long. But Mama Hanyo was in here. She had to do a couple things. And they're kind of loud, so like, I thought it's muted here and there. But it was locked on mute. Sadako's trap course. Intermediate. I could see Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun walking over to the gym storehouse. They needed to get the bag of lime used to make the lines on. They needed to get the bag of lime to use to make the lines on the court for our next gym class. They were on duty today, after all. But in that storehouse, a terrible trap was awaiting them.
トラップって仕掛けた側から見ると本当にハラハラするな。
圭一さんにもその醍醐味がわかるなら素質がありましたよ。
The two of them fumbled around with the gym storehouse lock. Oh! What's this? Okamura-kun pointed at the part of the door and started whispering to Tomita-kun. Then realizing something, they both jumped away from the door.
お、サトコ、バレたみたいだぞ。失敗か？
あの二人が入り口のトラップに気づくのは計算済みですわ。そして次にどういう行動に出るかももちろん計算済みですのよ。
She made a trap for the trap. According to Sadako, after they noticed the suspicious trap on the door, they would go around and try to get in through the back window. And just as she prophesied, they went around to the back. And just as she prophesied, they climbed up, opened the window, and tried to sneak in.
お、すげえ。サトコの読み通りだ。あ、かかった。
Oh no, what did she do to those boys? An explosion of pure white line burst out of the window. After a few moments, the two of them managed to crawl away from the window, both of them completely white. This is the moment I live for. Oh no. Satoko! Satoko! And that's our trap master for you. It tastes like honey.
いや、しかし、よくかかったよな。あんな器用なトラップ。富田くんが窓を登るとき、どこに手を置いて、どこに足を置くかとか、どこへ飛び降りるとか、そういうのを全部読まなくちゃ絶対にかからないぞ。
Hey, that's what she does.
いいですことケイチさん。
Okay.
トラップの第一歩は相手の観察から始まりますのよ。
She victim. Not friend, not foe, but victim.
相手の行動パターンを読み、相手ならこの時こう動くというのを綿密に読み切るんですの。そうすれば必要最低限の仕掛けで最大の効果が狙えるトラップが仕掛けられますのよ。
Wait, this is Sadiko's that line? No, it's something else. Okay, so, come to think of it, before Sadako read the final move of that final moment earlier, Mion had given her high praise, saying that she had the making of a genius.
トラップは読みが全てってわけか。じゃあつまり過去に俺が引っかかってきたトラップもみんな俺が読まれてるから引っかかってたってわけか。
ええ、私なりにケイチさんの行動パターンを読み切っているからかかるんですわよ。だからケイチさんがある日突然いつもと違う癖やいつもと違うパターンになってしまったらかからなくなってしまうわけですわね。
Bragging that she could anticipate everything I do. That was kind of mean.
よーし、じゃあさ、なんかゲームをやってみろ。サトコの読みが当たるかどうか試してみろよ。
ええ、いいですわよ。ケイチさんは特に読みやすいですから朝飯前にしてよ。
Now the girls can read him pretty easily. That's been consistent through each arc. When we get back to the classroom, Sago tore off pieces of paper and wrote something on the back of them, making 3 cards. Of course, I didn't know what she'd written.
この中の1枚を引いてごらんなさいませ。外れを引かなければケイチさんの勝ちですわ。
Oh, don't say loser, don't they?
よーし、挑戦してやるぜ。部活で鍛え上げられた俺の感性で見事打ち破ってくれる。
Okay. Sago smirks and holds out the 3 cards. Set your mind to full power by claiming it, Keiichi Marabara. Cool and collected. That's how you'll win. What's this noise? Creepy. Yeah, why is the creepy noise playing? If I don't pick the losing one, I'll win. Which means if I do pick it, Sadako will win. In other words, Sadako wants me to pick the losing one. What would she do to make sure I pick the losing one? Could she even predict something like that? Statistically speaking, isn't that there some rule that says I'm more likely to pick the one in the middle? Or the one on either side? And then, it hits me like a flash. This is what Mion would do.
さあ、どれを取るか決まりまして。
決めたぜ。それはな、これだー。何をするでございますの？
Which one do you pick? I steal all 3 cards from Satogo's hands. I predicted that what Sadako would do in advance. Sadako wanted to make sure I picked the losing one. Which meant all three of them were losing ones! I got it! I figured it! I knew it! I knew it! I flip all three cards face up, and each one of them, there's a single word. You're a loser. No! No! She played us! She played not just him, but she also played me!
つまりはそういうこと。1枚しか取らなかったなら、外れにはならなかったということですわ。
This little.
じゃあ俺が3枚まとめて引くの読んでいたってのか
I held my head in my hands and fainted as Sadako reveled at the might of her abilities. Her shrill laughter echoed throughout the classroom. And then there was a proof of lime powder came down upon Sadako's head. What? I looked to see Tomotada-kun and Okamaru-kun all in white dumping a whole bag of lime powder on her, getting their revenge. What? There's a different sprite with her all covered in white, like she's a clown.
どうやら誰が罠を仕掛けたのかは問答無用ってところだな。
失礼でございますわね。どこに証拠がございますの？それに罠なんて品のない言い方をやめてほしいですわね。より優雅にトラップと呼んでほしいですわ。
A trap. That being said, these two pertain to be tough, knowing not only that, but standing still, completely blank and silent. But anyway, ignoring what happened before, having someone chase you with their mouth full of lime in such a way they can't speak. Yeah, that would be scary even for Satoko. Oh, what's going on? Our underclassmen crashed through the classroom in furious combat while getting wet lime everywhere. Hey, Satoko. Why couldn't you see this coming exactly? At the time, I hadn't seen something coming too. Though the teacher coming to me afterward and giving us all a stern talking to. Yeah, that part's obvious. Ah, club activities?
ケイちゃんの親帰ってきたんだね。
栄養剤臭がプンプンして目は充血してる。
Oh God.
どうも丸二晩徹夜で相当の修羅場だったらしい。大人は大変だ。
ケイチ君のお父さんって画家さんだった。画家さんも大変なんだね。
Yeah.
そういえばそうでしたわね。一度どんな絵を描くか拝見したいものですわ。
An artist, huh? I sense a number of watercolors and art-like paintings on display, but he had to have been doing some other job too. Just what did Dad do exactly? He didn't let anyone into his workshop after all. I wanted to sneak a peek one day.
結局家を開けたのは2晩。短い攻略期間だったね。
What?
で、ケイちゃんは異中のキャラを攻略できたのかな？
This girl.
両親不在はギャルゲー主人公の基本だしね。
Rogue protagonist.
好感度をいっぱい稼いでちゃんとフラグが立ちましたですよ。
No. This is not a dating sim. Rika. Yeah, this was a dating sim though. How will it play out? What do you guys pick? I think KG belongs with Mion, to be honest. I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
じゃあこれでケイチくんももう自炊しなくてもよくなっちゃったんだね。ゆうべは何を作ったのかな
In the end, I didn't make a single thing myself.
ゆうべは野菜炒めを。
おお、ケイちゃんも少しは料理らしいものを作れるようになったじゃない。
野菜炒めを作ったんだね。
He tried. He helped. He bought stuff.
美味しくできたかなエナさん、暑苦しいですわよ。なんで私にベタベタくっつきますの？
Why are you clinging to me?
美味しいご飯に仲良くお皿を洗いっこなのです。いいの暑苦しいと言ってますのよ。
何の話？
Mion, utterly confused, asked me for clarification. But I just barely, I'll bet transparently, averted my eyes.
そうそう。みんなさ、今日の午後に予定はあるかい？
Nope.
ないよね。あるわけないよね。
Today was Saturday. The beautiful day on which we're liberated from the confines of school in the afternoon. Actually, the school in Hinamizawa had slightly different Saturdays than those in the city. There was a lot of students here who brought a bento, ate at lunch, and went to play in the school or around the schoolyard. You could say that the entire school turned into a children's playground. There were mountains behind the school, and if you went down that way, you find mountain streams. You could avoid the strong sunlight and make conversations in the classroom if you wanted to. You could also play hide and seek in the construction pipes. Of course, you were free to go home as well. There were some kids who went home and helped water the fields or tended to stores. If Mion was bringing up the afternoon like this, then it must have been for some crazy club event. However, sadly, I had something I need to do before taking part in whatever it was.
お仕事ですか？ついてないのです。何の仕事でございましょうね。お父さんの画家の仕事のお手伝いとか。お父さんの絵のモデルになるとか？
What are you thinking, Rena?
モデル？ヌード？
I don't know. How did I know? I looked into Rena's eyes and saw myself completely naked in a questionable pose with a single rose in my mouth. Oh no. What is she thinking? What is she imagining?
ないない。それだけは100万積まれても絶対にない。
To get rid of Rena's illusions, I grabbed her head and swung it from side to side. What? You ruined her fantasy.
とまあ愉快な妄想は置いといてだ。とにかく俺にはちょっとお昼に仕事がある。それが終わってからの合流でいいなら OK だぞ。
お昼に仕事？
Yep.
おお、そりゃなんだかかっこよさげじゃない。なになに、ひょっとして各界の VIP との会食？
VIP experts. On what?
ビジネスランチとか。
No, KG is not special. Not yet.
実に悲しいことだが、正解だ。
Yes? Yes? What's you doing? What's you doing? Everyone shouts with wild surprise. What's happening? The school is ending. Okay. That was weird transition, but okay. Okay. It was true. Today I be on the job with my family. For my dad's job, he was having about 10 people from the publishing agency over for a house party. He called people from work for a party the day after having stayed up 2 nights in a row. I'm amazed at their vitality. Adults have it pretty rough. Of course, it would be incredibly uncomfortable for me. It would be really tiring to have to force myself to smile at some old dudes I didn't know. But they were my dad's important business connections, so offending them would be bad. Well, with all that said, it was going to get very uncomfortable for me today, starting at lunch.
これは理髪そうなお子さんで。
What?
具足の圭一です。圭一、こちらは出版社の本田さんだ。
Publisher? Oh, is it published like an art magazine?
そしてこちらは印刷会社の井上さん。ご挨拶しなさい。
どうもこんにちは。息子の圭一です。父がいつもお世話になっております。
圭一くんもお父さんのように絵は描かれるのですか？
No.
圭一くんの絵もぜひ拝見したいな。
My dad had such a brazen occupation, that of an artist. Although I don't really know what kinds of things he creates. I don't really care, and I don't want to see anyway. Dad's so tightened about it, so he doesn't show them to me very often anyway. I'm not a kid anymore, so I wouldn't care at all if they were pictures of naked ladies or anything.
圭一くんもお父さんに指示してしっかり勉強すれば、きっとお父さんのような素晴らしい作家になれますからね。
ここだけの話ですけど、親父ってそんなにすごい画家なんですか？
I read it myself and whispered my question. I might have seemed odd for his son to be asking me this, but when he did, he gave me this really strange grin and tightly clamped down on my shoulder.
それはもう本当に素晴らしい作家さんなんですよ。
Well, they kind of have to say it. They're his employees. It'd be kind of bad if they represent someone they thought was horrible. Not employees, they're they co-workers or just acquaintances. One of the two. Nice word.
そうですか。
It is, it is.
それは良かったです。
購入制限はないし。
What?
ファンサービスはするし。
Oh no.
ファンレターには必ずお返事をくれるし。
Isn't that a mangaka?
世間のニーズもちゃんと汲み取っていて研究熱心。靴下は脱がしたら絶対に NG。それはメガネや制服だって同じなんですよ。そこを前原先生はよく理解している。
Wait, isn't Dad draw hentai?
イベントは参加ごとに必ず壁で大行列だし。
すみません。絵ってのは壁に飾るものじゃないんですか？
そんなことはない。それは
誰もが島中から始めるんです。そして島角。大通りの島角と階段を登って、そして至る頂点が壁なんです。
What are you talking about?
ぜひ前原先生と合体で出展できるような大作家になってくださいね。応援していますよ。
It's fun to have a passion for the things you like, but I didn't get, but it seemed that the world of art ran pretty deep. It was probably a much deeper world than I could imagine. I decided to leave it at that. Then I realized my mom was calling me from the other side of the room.
Keiichi? 電話よ。お友達から。
A lucky break. Maybe I could get out of this uncomfortable business party by using a friend's phone call as an excuse. I scampered over to the front door and snatched up the receiver from my mom and left there.
もしもし。俺。
もしもし俺。
Satsuka!
挨拶はございませんですわよ、ケイイチさん。もう少し言葉遣いをお勉強なさいませ。
I was of the opinion that the person speaking to me had a far stranger way of talking.
なんだ、サトコじゃねえか。お前が俺のところに電話してくるなんて珍しいな。
のんきなことを言ってる場合ではありませんのよ。
It isn't.
それよりもケイイチさん、あなたいつになったらこっちに来れますの？
悪い。こっちもなんだか長引いちゃってさ。なかなか解放してもらえないんだよ。俺も早く部活に加わりたいんだけどさ。
違いますですわよ、ケイイチさん。
What?
今日は部活ではありませんわ。実践ですのよ。
A real battle. Sato's voice was different from normal. I could feel the urgency in it drifting through the phone.
実践?
Oh no, this is that scene. Yes, Keiji. It's gonna be a real battle.
なんだか穏やかな話じゃないな。どういう状況なんだ？
詳しくは会ってからの説明にいたしますわ。とにかく絶対的な危機なんですの。このままでは負けてしまうでございますわ。
No. What on earth was going on? Could it have been a fight? I didn't know who they were, but laying a hand on someone from Hinamizawa was absolutely a terrible idea.
わかった。すぐに火星に行くぜ。場所はどこだ？
沖宮小学校のグラウンドですわ。駅まで来れば看板があるからわかりますですわよ。とにかく大急ぎですの。
School campus? The situation had changed. The situation could have a lot of people involved. Could it have turned into an all-out brawl? Who was the enemy here, anyway? Oh, I'm on fire.
わかった。すぐ行く。武器も持って行った方がいいか。金属バットでも持っていくか。
金属バットをお持ちですの？それは心強いですわよ。お待ち申し上げておりますですわ。
The call cut off abruptly. I needed to hurry.
お、ケイイチ、探したんだぞ。こちらの出口さんがな、ぜひ次のコピー紙で。
What?
そんなことより、バットないかな。金属バット。なければ、長物なら何でもいいや。
長ければ何でもいいなら、父さんのゴルフクラブが物置になる。
Oh no. It didn't have the same kind of impact. But a golf club was a splendid weapon too. It was lighter than a baseball bat and maybe easier for me to use.
サンキュー。それ借りるよ。俺、ちょっと友達のところに行かなきゃならない用事ができちゃったんだ。ごめん。
ケイイチ、待ちなさい。
I grabbed a golf club, jumped onto my bike, and headed straight for town. Wait for me, Satoko. I'll be right there. Just hold out until then. Oh, this is a street where from the opening prologue. I didn't actually know where Okinomiya Elementary was exactly. But Satoko's phone call seemed to demand urgency, so I rushed out without asking her about how to get there. But if I went to the station, there would be signs. At least I felt like that's what she said. Then I heard the jingling of a bicycle bell from behind me. Hey, Rita!
Oh, Rika-chan-ka.
Our boy's out of breath. Put the pedal to the metal. Damn. This isn't the time to be out of breath. Need to hurry.
すまん。沖宮小学校ってのはどこだ？
ご案内しますです。ついてくるですよ。
Look, Rika-chan rode off on her bike. I followed her.
急に里子に呼び出されたんだが、一体どういうことになってるんだ？
はじめはこちらが優勢だったのです。ところが、途中から向こうが助っ人を入れてきたのです。
Oh no.
ズルなのです。
It's bad. It's bad manners. Helper. What crowds calling for reinforcements the minute they realize they are loose?
みんなバッタバッタと打ち取られましたのです。歯が立たないのですよ。
Well, sounds like they're pretty strong.
とにかく詳しい話は後だ。時間がないんだろう。急いでくれ。
お任せなのです。
With Rika-chan leading the way, we headed straight for the elementary school grounds. I asked Rika-chan something during that time. It seemed that all the club members beside me were part of this fight. Damn. It's what Mio was trying to tell everyone, that this would have happened. If I had known that, I would have just ditched my family's job. But it was too late for regrets. According to Rika-chan, we had a one-sided advantage as a start, but our angry foes have brought in a powerful ally. The club members put up a resistance and went against them one by one, but apparently they couldn't stand up to them. Am I still up? No, okay.
一体そりゃどんな化け物なんだ。
Oh, he's a beast.
すごいのです。敵は正統派なのですよ。
Orthodox. So they weren't using focus brawling tactics, but actually studied karate or something? Is that what she meant?
もう圭一だけが頼みの綱なのですよ。
Okamiya Elementary came into view. I can hear many voices raising hell over there. Rena! Satoko! You can do it, Keiji! There are a lot of bicycles left out in front of the school. I left mine there next to them in the same way. I could tell there were lots of people flooding the campus. There are two armies in the midst of a huge, no-holds brawl. I took my golf club in hand. I swoosh. I swung it. I felt the sensation of it sticking firmly to my palm. Great. The feedback wasn't bad. I'm going all out with this swing. I'm gonna go all out with this thing. I dashed at a breakneck speed through the school gates, swinging it around. Mighty manly warrior Keiichi Mahabara.
ても頼もしいのです。ゴルフクラブで大暴れなのです。
Rikuchan applauded me, though a little dryly, lauding my valiance. The manly Keiichi Maebara put it behind him and headed for the place where he may die.
でもケイチ、どうして今日はゴルフクラブなのですか？
仕方ないだろ。俺も最初はバットの方がいいと思ったんだが、うちでバットなくってさ。素手よりははるかにマシだと思って、せめてゴルフクラブを持ってきたんだ。
偉いのですよ。ケイチをなでなでしてあげますです。ゴルフクラブで大暴れが楽しみなのですよ。
She knows that he doesn't understand what's happening, but she is feeding on the chaos. Despite the emergency situation, Rikuchan reached up and stroked me on the head.
おい、ふざけてる場合かよ。え？
Just then, a streaming loud metallic sound rang out, and I heard many people cheering.
レフト！あー、抜けた！回れ！二塁行けるぞ！二塁！
センター、落ち着いて。三塁へ送って。
The center fielder cut the ball and, after a brief pause, sent it flying to the third base. If he pitched it wildly, it might get there. He gave up on the second and threw it to a third with time to spare. The instructions from the bench, they were solid. Wait, what?
あ、ケイチくん来てくれたよ。さとこちゃん、ケイチくん来てくれたよ。遅すぎですわ。油を売るのはガソリンスタンドだけで十分でございますのよ。
その前原君って子は本当に助っ人になれるんですか？
The man's here! The man is here! The first time we get to see Erie! Miss Maebara kid. Will be able to say us?
相手はあの強豪校のエース、左腕の亀田君ですよ。甲子園クラスの投手を打ち崩せるなんて、一体どんな助っ人なんです？
大丈夫です。ケイチくんならきっと逆転させてくれますよ。本当に頼もしい人なんです。
What? What? He's the pitcher? Wait, he's the pitch hitter we brought in to take out? Left arm Kamada? With his bullet fastball? The one who had no hit, no run game during the regional qualifiers. The unidentified demon, pitcher of Oshimiya. The super high school level pitcher that had already been marked by professional scouts. He's going to win against him?
あんなヘナチョコピッチャーなんかケイチさんには目じゃないですのよ。あんな球楽勝でバックスクリーンを越してくださいますわ。
There was a slugger like that in this prefecture? I had no idea. He must have gone under the radar. Hey! That scout stood up. Hey! Taking a picture. His full name is Keiichi Maebara. Look him in the database and send his history to our office.
どれが前原圭一だ？写真。
A whole lot of sports journalists, led by Satoko, gripped their cameras tightly and searched for the rumored Keiichi Maebara. Oh no. Why? I can feel the embarrassment. I can feel it. Hurts. It fucking hurts. As for me, I was so dazed at what was happening that I was frozen in place with my golf club in the air.
ケイチさん
The camera people stared at me through their viewfinders, and just like I had, they turned to stone. In the hands of their gallant pitch hitter, Keiji Marabara, was a golf club. Nobody could seem to understand why I was holding something like this. And then at this point, neither did I. Cheep, 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 cheep. A cold, greasy sweat dripped from me. The first one to break that incoordinated awkward silence was Rina.
ケイチ君。
おう。
一つ聞いてよろしいですの？
Sadaka's fish face. I love it. It's so cute. Please. 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 Please don't. Please don't, ass. Such waves of my eternity flowed over my face along with my sweat. It somehow seemed to reach the two of them. The deathly quiet reporters all parted, as Moses was put in the sea. But Moses probably didn't go through the party seasons quietly.
野球の試合なら初めからそう言え。
私言いませんでした？
No, you did not, ma'am.
第一バット持ってグラウンドに来いって言ったら野球以外に何を思いつくわけですの？というか何をどう間違ったらゴルフクラブを持ってくるって発想になるわけでございますの？
You said come to the campus, but you didn't tell Sabrina baseball bat. You said baseball bat, and you said yes, that's fine. Bring that.
きっとね、暗いムードになったチームを明るくして盛り上げようとしてケイチ君がわざとやってくれたんだと思うな。
No, Rena, that's... Thank you for trying to make us feel better, but no. Rena smiled bitterly and covered for me with all her might. Please believe her, everyone. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
ケイチはゴルフが大好きなのですよ。なでなで。
Pet, pet. Ika-chan started patting my head. A broad grin on her face all the while. I pushed her hand away, grabbed her from behind her suspenders and picked her up like a kitten.
リカちゃん、なんでさっき駅で会った時野球だって教えてくれなかったんだよ。そうすりゃ赤っ端を書かずに済んだのに。
ニパ
Ika-chan's smile was like the sun, so incredibly innocent. She's glowing. When I saw Rika-chan's radiant smile, I couldn't help but feel like I could forgive anything she did. However, if Rika-chan thought I would, then she had another thing coming.
というわけで、これはお仕置きだ。レナ。
Me? Oh no, what's happening? Rika-chan so plucked up from my hand, I offered her to Rina. Oh no! The kittenified Rika-chan sent Rina's voltage into overcharge. Oh no! Is Rina actually gonna do it this time? Can she do it? To take her home? Pop! Skinny... This is Spinny. Runa stuck out her tongue like a chameleon and preyed upon Rika-chan while spinning her around. Oh no! I'm sorry, Rika, but you deserve it. You deserve it. Runa held her tight as a vice and began to get her fill of her, rubbing her cheeks into Rika-chan's. Their cheeks rubbed together tightly. Rika-chan's face. It looked like it was being crushed by Rina's. Yeah, she has. Is it only cute? For a moment, I just gave her a 3-minute timeout.
ところでサトコ、緊急の呼び出しってのは野球ってことなのか？
ええ、そうですわ。ご家族でホームパーティーだったんですって。悪いことをしましたわね。でもこういう時は家族よりも仲間の危機の方が最優先と決まっていますのよ。
Damn straight. I felt like that's what I was supposed to be saying, not you. Well, it was just a business party for my dad, I guess. I honestly felt glad to be called out there.
それで、その危機的状況というのはどんな具合なんだ？ 6対7。ってことは、負けてるのがうちのチームってことか。
I do not play baseball, so I have no idea.
ん？ 9回の裏で2アウト？
This is all Latin to me.
なんだこの試合、もうほとんど終わりかけてるじゃないかよ。
圭一さんがもっと早く来ればもう少し余裕がありましたのよ。ここまで引き伸ばすのにどれだけ苦労したとお思いですの？
分かったよ悪かったよ。で、俺の仕事はなんだ？ピンチヒッターでもやるのか？ならば任せろ。こう見えても俺、引っ越す前は結構バッティングセンターに通ってたんだぞ。親父が憂さ晴らしに行くとき、よく付き合わされてさ。ミートバッティングだったらそこそこの自信が。
What happened? A tremendous sound rained out, like the likes of which I never heard before. The catcher's mitt trembled, sending up a light cloud of dust, telling me the tremendous sound had come from the ball.
ちょっと待ておい。今の凄まじい剛速球は一体なんだ？
驚いた？うん。あれ、本物の甲子園ピッチャーなんだよ。スポーツ新聞でも有名な高校野球のエース、左腕の亀田君って知らない？
悪いけど知らん。で、ミヨンお前、なんだよ、その格好は。
What? Mion showed up, and to my surprise, she was wrapped up in bandages. This is what happened.
途中から来た圭一君には最初から説明がいるよね。
Please.
お、なんだ？リカちゃんはもういいのか？
うん。可愛いのいっぱい楽しんだよ。
And she's cute.
ほよほよでやわやわでふにふに。
Aww.
ほっぺだけでご飯3杯はいける。もうお嫁に行けないのです。
Can't get married anymore. No. It's okay, Rika. Sadako doesn't mind. I wonder how Rika-chan's cheeks taste if you eat them 3 times a day. I almost flipped my own delusion switch, but I stopped using logic. I was an adult.
じゃあ説明を頼む。何をどう間違えたらこんな草野球対決に甲子園ピッチャーのリリーフが登場するんだ。
Everyone exchanged glances. Then Rina spoke for all of them.
最初はね、普通の野球対決だったの。
ひなみ沢ファイターズと沖宮タイタンズはささやかながらも因縁の対決でさ。
The Fighters and the Titans.
今回もささやかに大盛り上がりしてたわけ。
まあ平たく言えば学校対決ですわね。ひなみ沢と沖宮の学校の因縁試合なんですの。因縁って言ってもまあ和気あいあいとしたものなんだけどね。
で、それになんでうちの部活メンバーが参加してるんだ。ユニフォームを着てるやつもいれば私服のやつもいるし、そもそも俺たちって野球部ってわけじゃないだろう。
つまり、割といい加減なの。
今日たまたまチームに欠員が出たって言うんでさ。それじゃあせっかくだからって言って急遽私たちが乱入することになったってわけよ。
I see. So, if there weren't enough members of anyone to come to the rescue, whether boy or girl, and no matter what grade they were in, that jumbled together feeling was the hallmark of our school.
リカちゃんに聞いた話だと最初のうちは押しまくってたらしいじゃないか。
2位はすごいバッターなのですよ。右へ左へホームランなのです。
Neon proudly stuck out her chest. Doing so seemed to hurt her somehow, and she groaned pathetically.
ええ、ミオンさんが登場するたびに走者一掃の大ホームランが飛び出すんですの。サトコと違ってちゃんとバットにボールが当たるのですよ。
Rika! You promised you never tell them about that.
まあなんとなく話は分かった。あの甲子園ピッチャーが登場するまでは楽勝ムードだったというわけだ。
そういうこと。序盤は完全にうちのチームの流れでね。点にはならないまでもガンガン出塁して攻めまくってたんだけどね。
たまたまね、今日の試合にあの亀田くんが見物に来てたの。
Apparently, Kamada attends a fairly well-known school in our prefecture that frequently sent people to Koshin. And this man, known as the ace of their baseball team, Kamada, seemed to be quite skilled. Now that I thought about it, it was certainly strange to see cameramen with journalists armbands here to watch a casual baseball game in the sticks like this.
亀田は小さい頃沖宮タイタンズにいたことがあるのだそうです。
話は見えてきたでしょ。昔のチームが劣勢になって、つまりそれで飛び入りでリリーフ登板することになって、もうバッタバッタよ。出塁はおろかファールも打てないありさまなわけ。
でも甲子園ピッチャーの乱入なんて草野球の試合でずるいですわよ。
All the boys wearing the Hinamizawa Fighters uniforms were hanging their heads in disappointment. I knew almost all their faces. Isn't everyone here a classmate? Oh, I see. We're the only school in Hinamizawa after all.
お、富田君に岡村君じゃないか。君たちも野球チームだったのか。
Oh no, what's wrong? His uniform was brand new and not very dirty, off the press. I could see handmade banners with their names written on them in the grass stains. I see. Their families came to root for them in their debut game today.
岡村のバットは今日のためにお父さんがプレゼントしてくれたそうなのですよ。
Oh no! The brand new bat sparkled. With that kind of present, a man just has to perform well.
いっぱいいっぱい今日のために素振りとかしてきましたのよ。富田さんなんかやりすぎて手の皮が抜けちゃって、ほら気の毒に。
Oh, wait, what? He went too far and he tore the skin off his hand. Ow! Ugh. That's right. Ugh. No. He tore his torn hand looked like it hurt, but from the injury you could sense his backbone. I get it, guys. You want to make your big moment a good one. Savior of the Okumene Titans. We could hear the sound of this Kamada-kun's tremendous fastball practice. This was no joke. He was definitely on a level far above high school kids. But at his level, he clearly shouldn't have been interrupting a grass lot game. Grudge match though it may have been. He should have understood how much better he was too. This guy. Was he?
レナはこんなの大人げないと思う。
Yuna's eyes grew harsh. It took a lot to get Rena mad. As for Tomodachi-kun and Okamaru-kun, they were sniffling, fighting back tears. We heard another tremendous noise from the mitt. I turned around, and this left-arm Kamada-kun guy was looking at us and grinning boldly.
というわけよ。こうなったらやるしかないでしょ。実戦態勢で。
ああ。
Yeah.
どうやら本気で行くしかないな。
でね、本気で行ってみたの。それでみーちゃんが大自爆して。
Oh no. Mion, embarrassed, scratched her head, then a moment later doubled over in pain.
自爆って、一体何をどう自爆したらこんなに大怪我できるんだ？
説明するととてつもなく長いですわね。一つ言えるのは、ここまでして戦果なしということぐらいですわね。ここまで体を張ったのに、一点も入れられないなんて。せっかくの秘策も台無しで、かわいそうなのです。
I can't even imagine what sort of secret plan it was, but it must have been crazy enough to get her that badly hurt.
でもまあ、失敗したおかげでまだ野球でいられるんだろ。
ちょっとみーちゃんの奥の手は野球らしくなかったと思うかな。こうなっては仕方ないでございましょう。ここは正々堂々野球らしく決着をつけるしかないということですわ。
そうそう。野球らしく蹴りをつけないとね。
I think normal people would have given up and gone for a frontal attack. But as a member of our club, I wasn't about to accept that so easily.
野球らしくってのが引っかかるぞ。野球らしく見えれば手段は問わないってことだろ。
私たちの部の新庄だしね。そういうことですわね。 手段を選ばないことこそ我が部の美徳でございましたよ。
Reina and Sadako laughed to each other delightfully. It wasn't really virtue we could brag about, but the best thing about our club was that we never rolled over and gave up.
でもカメラがずらーりといるからなかなかズルはできないのです。
Yuka-chan spread her arms wide, indicating the array of reporters in the bleachers. She was right. With all those cameramen watching us through those cameras with the giant telephoto lenses, foul play would be fairly tough.
そうそう。それがネックだったんだよ。これだけの囚人監視があると、なかなか大胆な手が取れないし。いてててててて。
みーちゃんの手は決しておしとやかだとは思わなかったけどな。
Oh, Sadako and Yuka-chan both nodded behind Rena.
じゃあここで本題に戻るぞ。今我がチームは1点差で負けてるんだよな。
しかももう9回の裏でアウトも2個取られちゃってるの。
おじさんの作戦がうまくいってれば今頃は満塁のはずなんだけどな。
失敗した作戦を嘆いても始まりませんですのよ。へこたれず次の手を打ってこそ我が部でございましたよ。
Strive for victory, and we'll do anything to attain it. Isn't it club rules? Sadako said eagerly, trying to cheer up the downcast Mion, whose secret plan had failed. It may have failed, but Sadako still seemed to have another.
サトコがなかなか威勢がいいじゃないか。ってことは何か奥の手があるってことか。
ケイチ君、この子を誰だと思ってるのかな。
Who do you think she is? Who do you think she is? She's our trap master.
サトコちゃんだよ。北条サトコちゃん。
Hojo Satoko-chan. Satoko, the trap master. We called her trap master, Satoko, didn't we? She would ensnare her opponent at the perfect moment, the very end. Everyone in our club knew that we should never ever let our guards down against Satoko.
私が仕込んだとはいえ、末恐ろしく成長してくれたもんだよ。僅差を制することに関しては、私でも舌を巻く時があるね。
ちなみに次の打者がミーで、その次の打者がサトコなのです。
We were losing by 1 point, so if we could get the next runner on base, the runner after that could hit a big one and end the match. And the final batter was Satoko.
ねえ、勝てそうな気がしてきたでしょ。
どういう仕掛けか想像もつかんが、絶対何かの罠だと断言できる。俺が敵のピッチャーなら絶対に敬遠だ。
There was no way Satoko was going to hit a home run, even in my dreams. But if she was going to stand in the batter's box normally without any kind of plan, I can't think of anything else she could do.
そのサトコが俺を呼び出したということは、なるほど、読めてきたぜ。
It meant that I was a necessary piece of Satoko's trap.
ワクワクするね。サトコちゃんどんなことをするのかな。僕もサトコのさよならホームランが楽しみなのです。
そのためにはケイちゃんの働きが欠かせない。わかるね。これが逆転の最後のチャンス。絶対に失敗できない。
おう、分かってるぜ、そんなこと。見てろ、俺とサトコででっかい大逆転を拝ませてやるぜ。
ではケイチさん、これから手順を説明しますわ。
Okay.
ちょっとお耳を拝借しましたよ。
Okay, she's about to tell us her trap. She's about to tell us her trap. And that is where we will save the game. Alright. I kind of want to go a little bit longer for this, but I'm getting tired. I need to get up early. Have other things to do. And this feels like a good place to stop it. Sorry, my monologues were getting a little bit more stiff in the last few moments. And more of my tiredness kind of growing because of sports, and I'm not a sports person, so it's kind of hard for me to get excited about this part of the chapter. But, you know what? It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. So, this was supposed to be the last stream for the week, but I am changing that. So tomorrow, I am going back live around 7. We're going to try to make it at 7. We're going to finish up the second trial for Danganronpa Part 2. And no stream on Sunday, but free stream today. Thank you, Cogs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No streams on Saturday, but we'll come back tomorrow. We'll come back on Sunday with more Higurashi. And I'll try to have the schedule posted to Twitter sometime soon. But yeah, I do need to quickly get off, so thank you all for showing up. You know I always appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have some amazing dreams and nightmares for me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.